pleasant day, everyone. My name is Leonisa Abuloc, and for today's lesson, I'm gonna show you my presentation about retail management, particularly topic number 2, retail formats non-foods. In this chapter, we will discuss about the main characteristics of a variety of store and non-store retail formats. Many retailers sell to their consumer through multiple retail formats, and these multiple retail formats are called multi-channel retailing. This diversity results from the plurality of products that are characterized as non-food. Retail format can be categorized into two, food and non-food. When we say food, those items that can be eaten. Food are our basic needs, right? Our basic necessities. That's why we purchase food every day. On the other hand, non-food are those items that cannot be eaten. Are those items that what we call the wants. Because we don't really need it, we can live without non-food items. But unlike food, non-food item, we purchase non-food item infrequently. Non-food item are like cosmetics, TV sets, and any other non-food item. So let's talk about the store-based retail formats. The store-based retail formats has 7 types: drugstore, specialty store, category killers, department store, variety store, full-line discount store, and off-price retail format. So what are the differences between the 7 types of store-based retail formats, and what are the examples? Drugstore. Drugstore is another type of specialty store, which is focusing in beauty and health products. Also, in drugstore, they sell magazine and medicine. In drugstore, we can buy different kind of medicine and other beauty products. Another type is a specialty store. A specialty store, from the word itself, is specialty. It only focuses on the specific product or carrying only one product line. An example of a specialty store is Nike shoes, wherein Nike shoes are selling only one specific product, which is shoes. They are selling shoes for children and for adults, for men and women. And also Uniqlo t-shirt, wherein they are selling one specific product, which is t-shirt, apparel for men and women. Another one is category killers. Category killer is a large dominant company that is more efficient but less specialized. An example of category killer is Amazon 4-star and Walmart Superstar. Walmart Supercenter. Walmart Supercenter is a bigger company, more convenient and more well-known. And it has an advantage over to the smaller store. Department store. Department store is a large establishment. Usually, department store are located in the cities or in the shopping place. Department store are selling several products like ready-to-wear apparel, accessories, furniture, and many more. An example of department store is Pavilion Mall and Robinson. Department store can be categorized into 3. The first one is high fashion, mid-level, and lower level. In high fashion, the customer here are rich. They can afford expensive item. In the mid-level, the customer here are not that rich and not that poor. They are in the middle of rich and poor, but also they can afford expensive things. In lower level, the customer here are poor. They can afford an item at a lower price. So that's the end of my report. Thank you so much for listening.
Full-line discount stores are a specific type of department store that offer a broad variety of merchandise at low prices, from such categories as electronics, furniture, appliances, etc. Customer service is very limited. Products are sold by self-service. Example, non-durable goods and manufacturer brands such as hard goods. Example, TVs or household appliances. Store architecture and in-store design are very simple, so as to keep costs low. Also, the merchandise is usually less fashion-oriented than in department stores. Customers use shipping carts to do their purchase and pay at centralized checkout areas. Thus, operating costs are kept low. This store format struggles from the lack of pleasant shopping experience and its similarity to hypermarkets with respect to non-food items. Full-line discount stores are therefore faced with strong general competition from hypermarkets and from category killers. In each specific category, over the last few years, they have lost market share, which for example has led Walmart to close some of its full-time discount stores or convert them into supercenters. Variety stores and value retailers, such as Woolworths or Ben Franklin, offer a broad assortment of inexpensive and popularly priced merchandise. Categories such as clothes, accessories, jewelry, candy, toys, etc. are covered. The stores offer limited services and do not carry full product lines. This store format faces strong competition from retail formats such as categories, specialists, discount stores, and large food retailing formats that carry a range of non-food items of similar product lines. While this conventional form of variety store is struggling, value retailers have evolved as a new form of variety store. They are general merchandise discount stores that target mainly low-income customers and are thus located mainly in low-rent, lower-income urban or rural areas. The merchandise sold covers similar items to those in conventional variety stores, but the prices are much lower. Variety store and value retailer example, Woolworth store and Ben Franklin store. Off-price stores. Off-price stores sell an inconsistent assortment of merchandise. Example, soft goods such as clothes, accessories, cosmetics, or footwear at low prices. Some off-price retailers focus on fashion-oriented brand name or designer-labeled items. Off-price stores use a very aggressive buying strategy without asking the manufacturers for additional services, such as return privilege, advertising allowances, markdown adjustments, or delayed payments. They often negotiate with manufacturers to discount orders. Example for merchandise that is out of season or for irregular items that have minor flaws. Specific types of off-price stores are, for example, discount retailers that sell a broad assortment of merchandise that is purchased at closeout prices. One-price stores that offer every product at the same price. Or outlet stores that are owned by department stores, specialty stores, or manufacturers. In these stores, for example, excess merchandise, overruns, or irregulars are sold and markdown prices in the primary stores can be avoided. Example, Reebok Outlet and TJ Maxx Store. Non-store retail format comprises all retail formats that do not use bricks and mortar stores. The main principle is distance retailing, which means that customer and retailers do not have direct contact. The most important type of non-store retailing is home delivery, but there also are other forms. Traditional catalogs and the internet are non-store formats of major importance in non-food retailing. Other channels or less importance in terms of market share are, for example, direct selling, TV shopping, vending machines, or new forms of mobile retailing. Catalog retailing is the traditional type of non-store retailing. The merchandise offered is communicated to consumer through a catalog, and customers can generally order by mail, phone, or fax. The two main types of catalog retailers are general merchandise catalog and specialty catalog retailers. while the first type relates to retailers that offer a broad variety of product categories. The latter focus on specific categories of merchandise such as clothes or sporting goods with an extensive assortment depth. The assortment policy of general merchandise catalog retailers is comparable to the strategy of department stores, while specialty catalog retailers corresponds to specialty stores in terms of merchandise strategy. Often, general merchandise catalog retailers also launch several catalogs that focus on specific product groups. These are the example of catalog retailing. Next is electronic retailing. In electronic retailing, retailers offer their products and services over the internet. Merchandise is thus presented in internet shops. Customers usually place their orders by electronic checkouts or they can use email and traditional modes of communications. While in most cases, customers pay through traditional systems, some internet shops also offer electronic payment systems. Also, in electronic retailing, according to their merchandise strategy, retailers can be divided into general merchandise and specialty retailers. Generally, all kinds of products can be sold over the internet, but major sales are generated in such categories as books, CDs, DVDs, clothes, computer software, toys, or home electronics. The internet is of specific importance for digital products. Example, software, music, ebooks, that unlike physical goods can literally be transferred through electronics channels. In such cases, the internet offers additional shopping convenience in terms of the direct and immediate availability of the products purchased. The most prominent example of a successful internet retailer is Amazon, which started off as a specialty retailer focusing on books but has added more and more product categories to its portfolio, scenes such as music, toys, consumers, electronics, pet supplies, and even grocery. The hype that was associated with internet shopping as a revolutionary retail format in the beginning has receded, and a market consolidation process has driven many internet retailer innovators out of the market. Nonetheless, for several years, electronic retailing internationally has been the retail format with the fastest growth. The emergence of internet retailing has led to new business models and new forms of retail transaction that are mediated by the computer. In this in this context, for example, internet auction, internet price comparison, or name your own price systems have been developed, though not all of them are successful. Direct selling is a retail format which involves interactive personal contact between salespersons and customers at non-store location. Salesperson can contact customers directly in a convenient location, example, customers' homes or at work, or they can contact them, for example, via telephone. They demonstrate merchandise, take orders, deliver the products to the consumers, or provide them with further information or services. Direct selling channels can be operated by retailers or manufacturers. The strategy behind direct selling systems that operate with own salespersons who sell individually to consumers and provide them with a high level of information and, in some cases, extensive demonstration of products is associated with high operating costs. Therefore, specific forms of direct selling have evolved. The main forms of these are party sales and multi-level marketing systems. Party sales are characterized by salespersons encouraging customers to act as hosts and invite friends to a party, at which the products are presented. In multi-level selling systems, master distributors recruit other people to become distributors in their network. Direct selling is applied in product categories such as example housewares.
Other non-store shopping format. In addition to these main non-store shopping formats, there are also other non-store channels, but they are less important in terms of market share. For example, Also, in non-food retailing, vending machines can be used for selling books, newspapers, phone cards, CDs, or DVDs, while the operating costs are relatively low. The main drawback of vending machines are logistical, such as filling processes and other out-of-stock reverse logistics. Multi-channel retailing. The term multi-channel retailing or MCR refers to retailers using several retail channels to sell their merchandise. So this strategy has been common for a long time but has recently become more relevant and topical because of new channels of the distribution. So the main reasons for involving into multi-channel retailers are expansion of market presence, reaching new markets like new target groups, geographically new markets. Next is leveraging skills and assets to increase revenues and profits, overcoming home of existing formats, store size, flexibility in pricing and merchandise provision, information provisions of modes, and lastly, the increase in customer share of wallet, like customers' percentage of total purchase with the retailers. In conclusion and the outlook of this topic, the non-food retailing traditional retail formats such as department stores, specialty stores, or pure catalog retailers are struggling with competition from new formats such as price-aggressive store formats, example given category killers of price stores. So retailers that sell fast-moving non-food items, especially promotion on a weekly or semi-weekly basis. Innovative formats such as internet shop, it is a trend towards more price-oriented format to predict continue in the next few years. So thank you.